What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talkingbull podcast where we bring you the nerdy news you already know and probably already know, but we're going to tell you about it anyways and give you our thoughts on it, whether you want them or not, because that's what we do. As always, I've got the lovely Drock here with me, aka Derek, aka the Horror Squid. You can find him over on his podcast at the Nightmare Signal Podcast, over on Spotify and wherever you find your other podcasts. How you doing, D?
Hell yeah, brother. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just, big chilling. Burnt out, exhausted as fuck. The usual.
Life. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Well, it's good to have you
got
here.
Some, got some bickering, some bitching to do about NECA later, if you want to get into that.
Oh,
too.
yes. I like bitching about NECA because NECA deserves all the bitching they get. As great as they are, they're a pain in the ass. But first,
and also I'm glad to be here too. By the way, just let you know, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, man. It's what we do. We cut each other off and go on side tangents. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. But starting off with the big news this week, we've been off for a while, obviously, but we're just gonna skip all that and we're gonna go right to the big thing that dropped this week: the Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm gonna call it a trailer because it's not really a teaser. It was a full-ass trailer. Yeah. Now, trailer, fantastic. I have no beef with the trailer. Leading up to the trailer is what I have issues with. Before we get into how cool the trailer was, I'm just gonna bitch about this. I didn't like the whole, here's 12 seconds, here's 12 seconds, here's 12 seconds that they gave to various pieces of media to, put it together before it officially launched in the morning. I thought that was really fucking stupid.
So I was gonna ask you about that because I saw Tom Holland saying, "Oh, it's gonna be released tomorrow, but first we're gonna have fans help us out with it." And I'm like, "How?" And I'm like, "Are they better not do this in pieces as some puzzle thing?"
And they fucking
then you
did.
just confirmed that for me.
Yeah, it was
good thing
stupid.
I just waited till the next day.
That's what I did. I was like, I'm not watching 12 seconds of this and trying to figure this shit out because it's dumb and I want no part of it. But before we break this thing down for 45 minutes, what is your initial reaction to the trailer?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Something Marvel at a hot minute. I'm talking about Endgame level hyped.
Yeah.
Where watching the trailer made me feel an emotion and made me feel that feeling in my chest. I was like, oh my god, I am actually for the first time outside of No Way Home, but it's just because I wanted those rumors to be true. But this one, dude, I am fucking stoked for a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie now. Before I was like, oh, I like him. I mentioned that before, but dude, everything about this trailer, and we're getting street level shit. And the Punisher's in it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Same. I do have some issues with what they might do based off this trailer, but that's just a me thing. But yeah, it was awesome. It showed Spider-Man being Spider-Man, and for the first time, he's not looking like Iron Man Jr.
Yes,
which
thank God.
We've been saying for 3 movies we wanted Spider-Man to go back to being Spider-Man, and this very much looks like it's him being Spider-Man. So I'm ecstatic for this. So we start off with Spider-Man, Peter Parker here, just chilling and stalking his ex, who no longer knows that she's his ex, and his best friend on social media with his $1,000 phone. Someone pointed out that this is the Sony Xperia phone that is $1,000. So apparently Peter Parker has some money.
I saw somewhere where somebody was like, "How did he afford this? What? How did he get it?"
He's got money. He's got that some kind of something. I don't know. I don't know how. Maybe he got some money from Stark and was able to somehow access it or something, or he's got a job and just has a payment plan because everyone has phones they can't afford. But when someone pointed it out, I thought that was funny. Um, yeah, he's cyber stalking her. Which I get, man. Like, this was your girl who doesn't know you exist anymore, and not even on the fundamental level of like she dumped your ass and she doesn't care. Like, just you're non-existent on this plane of reality anymore to anyone. No
Exactly.
one knows who you are, not even as a superhero, but just as a person. That's gotta
And his
suck.
best friend,
And his
the
best,
person he
like,
grew up with.
nobody knows who he is anymore. And anyone who did either died or got erased with that spell.
And the fact that he's got to live knowing that, like, remembering everything,
Mm-hmm.
but that none of these people remember him.
Yeah.
It is really cool though that a lot of them remember Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the only solace you could take for that is that, like, certain Avengers and characters know who he is as Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker. So I guess that is some solace of something that people know something about you is as a whole.
Yeah.
I saw a theory, and I'll get into it when we get to the character. So we see this dope fucking shot of him diving off that building, and like you see inside his mask, and it goes in, and like
Dude,
that is such a cool
the
shot, man.
cut to, dude, the cut inside the mask. I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
I'm all about this movie, dude. I like when the trailer started, I was like,
yeah.
"Oh,
And
let's fucking go."
20 seconds into this trailer, and we see him. He
Mm-hmm.
does, the logos, got cool logos. And then yeah, we see him like he's got this letter to MJ, and he wants to write it, and again, he's cyber stalking. He's stalking them in a thing. He's watching the Spider-Man suit, which I actually think is hilarious. And yeah, you can tell he's being Spider-Man. He's but now he's been doing it for 4 years. That was the synopsis. That it's been 4 years since the spell and the end of was it Far From Home? Far From Home, or whatever the hell it's called.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. I always get them confused. They all have the same name, and I don't like
Yeah.
it. He's been Spider-Man for 4 years. He's been just hustling nonstop to be Spider-Man. So now, what's really weird is it's been 4 years, and they're still in college.
Unless it's the last year of their
So
college.
unless it's the last year, I guess would be my only thing, because you see them talking about college, and he's got a sweatshirt for a college on. Now
Yeah.
we see possibly the best thing ever is he gets hit by something, and fucking Frank Castle rolls up in the Punisher van, just giving him a look, and like he calls him Frank, and then bitch slaps him out of the car. It's so good. I can't wait to see more Punisher in this movie.
I love that they have like a kind of like that kind of relationship. You know what I mean? That is like comic accurate relationship. You know what I mean?
Like they don't like each
Where it's
other,
like
but
he
they
knows
get along
Frank
mostly.
Yeah. And also that it's like, it's like Frank is like, I don't want to hurt you, but
But like the best part about this is if you've watched any of the Daredevil Marvel shit on from their current show to the Netflix show, Frank has murdered like a shit ton of people. And here he is in a Spider-Man movie just getting bitch slapped by Spider-Man out of his Punisher van.
But I mean that is Punisher. That's how.
Also, it kind of spoils what happens in the current season of Daredevil. Because the last time we see Frank, he's getting arrested by the cops. After murdering a whole bunch of corrupt cops.
Well, do we know the timeline?
I'm assuming this takes place after. Based on what we see later in this trailer. So we see him. He's talking shit. He's about to shoot him. He shoots him into a tank, which is really interesting. And then, yeah, he bitch slaps him out of his van. We see he's got his Punisher tactical gear on, which is cool. We see him at a party. Again, stalking his ex. What would you call her at this point? You know what I mean? Like, what?
I'd say ex. I'd say ex.
Yeah.
His former romance.
Non-knowledge girlfriend. That sounds terrible. No. Yeah. So he's following her at a party because It's not, again, it's not like they broke up. She just doesn't know who the fuck he is, and he still knows who she is. I would have asked Strange 10 minutes later to be like, yo, can you erase that part too? Like,
Yeah.
we see what Peter's losing his power, but technically getting a power, and we see him hanging up in that web cocoon. He's in his underoos.
Are we about to get the three armed or the four armed?
Yeah, that's what I think they're leaning into, is his mutation into that, maybe, and then also him getting organic webbing has been rumored. Which I don't want him to have organic webbing.
In the comics, does he have organic webbing?
No, not anymore. He doesn't. He did for a while, but he doesn't anymore. Ultimate Spider-Man did.
Okay, that's what I thought though.
Yeah.
So originally though, did he have that, or was that just a Tobey Maguire thing?
That was in Tobey takes from both, where he's 616 and Ultimate, so he's got a bit of both. But yeah, regular Parker.
Okay.
So there's a storyline called The Other, where this Moreland dude beats up Peter Parker and Spider-Man because they're part of this totem. And he's the Spider Totem. And the Spider Queen wants him to be her soldier and be his mate or whatever. Simple thing. So he's supposed to go in this cocoon, and when he comes out, he'll be more spider than person. So he goes into this cocoon, and he has all this metamorphosis and dream shit and blah, blah, blah. And when he comes out, he gets the organic webbing, as far as I can remember. He has it for a while, then they take it back from him. But he gets his eye back and shit. Okay. But it looks like from this, he's going to get his organic webbing. And have it. Now, what's really weird about this scene is he falls for half a second here. And then you see him fall, and then something happens where somebody grabs him or he shoots something. You can see it in the trailer. And he doesn't fall.
Let me back up to there real fast.
It's at the 121 mark. He's kind of just dangling there, and he's fucking ripped beyond comparison here.
Yeah, dude, when I saw that, I was like, God damn, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's 29 at this point, by the way, in continuity-wise. So you see somebody grab him or really? Something happens to him, yeah. So he falls, he goes, he gets scanned somewhere. I'm not sure where the hell he would get scanned. Where would he go to get scanned as,
Bruce?
Yeah, unless they're doing this out of order. You see him get scanned, you see it says he's more powerful and shit like that. God, that suit's just gorgeous. He's got superior strength, ability, agility, more senses, and heightened perception. It all gets upped. You can see it in this scan. And then he goes to Bruce Banner. And he doesn't know who he is, right?
Yeah.
But you see that, in the next scene, you get his spider sense goes off even more from a drop of water. Then you see the webbing all in his house. He does have, in fact, the web shooter on his hand. You can see it in that scene. And then he says, if your DNA is mutating, it can be dangerous. You see him launch himself into a wall because he's stronger, I guess. He goes and visits Aunt May. And then you see someone's captured there.
So I have a theory. Can I have a theory?
Who it is? Yeah, go. It's
not even a theory. I'm 99.9% sure I know who that is.
Jean Grey.
That's Sadie Sink's character.
Yeah.
Because there's a behind the scenes photo of her wearing a green jacket that same color.
Yeah. You think it's Jean Grey?
See, everybody keeps saying it's Jean Grey, or it could be somebody said it was Typhoid Mary, but she was in Iron Fist, right? And apparently Iron Fist, the actor, is in New York right now, and they're filming the third season.
I've seen a couple of things that he might be back.
Yeah, I'm hoping she's Jean Grey because apparently, she's a big Jean Grey fan, and that's something
I'm thinking she's Jean Grey.
Done, and
I'm very much. There's too many leaks to not have her be Jean Grey. That's all
exactly. But there's also this other scene. We haven't gotten there yet.
So yeah, I know which scene you're talking about. We'll get there. But I just want to point out in this scene, she's tied to a chair in what looks like it would be designed to be a room that you would live in. and there's these like things on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, so we are getting mutants in this one, right? Like, is that what this is
What
supposed to
I'm
be? Because I saw.
guessing is that they captured her, put her in this room, and these are mutant dampening power thingies.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. Again, I'm just speculating because I have no fucking clue. That would be my guess. While he's narrating over this scene about spiders having 3 life cycles. So we see that rise a little bit. We see her tied to a chair. They pull a Dark Knight explosion at a hospital. We see Spider-Man run in there. I forget what happens next here. So he's fighting somebody.
Oh!
I think it's the Hand.
Oh, the red people?
Yeah, they're the Hand, yeah. So then it's the
Yeah, that's
scene
the
that
Hand.
you see. That I know you're talking about now.
Where somebody's standing in front of some computers and a camera?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
All Riddler style from the Batman?
Yeah. I have another theory based on other things I've seen that this isn't the same character that was tied to the chair. This is Hobgoblin.
Oh. That'd be cool.
There's a rumor that I've seen circulating that Ned is going to become the Hobgoblin.
Like he does in the comics?
Yeah, well, one of the comics.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I mean, he did lose a lot of weight.
So this would be him orchestrating various things as the Hobgoblin.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also very Norman-esque. The last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
The Three Amigos, as I'm going to refer to it. Very, very him wearing that throughout that movie, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
He could have got some goblin tech that was lying around, right? All right, moving along here. We see the Scorpion. A look at his...
Which I'm so glad he's in this, and that fucking suit looks dope.
Yeah, he's got a scorpion suit, so that's cool. We see it as the tail. Very mechanical-esque, very dope. Looks like they're going that route, which is very cool. So he gets hit with that. We see this just beautiful swing of Spider-Man flying through along a building here.
Yeah.
Another scene with him confronting Punisher. A quick little scene of him going up to Mary Jane. Just a little snippet. I've seen various stuff saying that like she knows something is missing but can't quite figure out what. That she feels this connection
that's what I thought,
to
that whole plot point.
Spider-Man, but she doesn't know why.
Yeah. They better not make her silk somehow.
No, they won't do that. They won't. If you think about it, just genetically, it makes sense. Your memory was erased. It's not like you can erase everything from that. So on the subconscious level, you look at Spider-Man and obviously the other stuff happened in that movie, right? All that stuff still happens. She just doesn't know it's Peter from interactions. All that memory is blocked. But when you look at Spider-Man, you know there's something else there. So I kind of get that feeling.
See, well, that kind of goes along the lines of something that hadn't dawned on me until this trailer, and even doing this little breakdown right now. Because the moment I saw Scorpion, I was like, wait a minute. He talks to Vulture at the end of the first movie, and Vulture makes the comment, "Oh, if I knew who he was, he'd be dead." You know, but that's him just keeping a secret. But doesn't that kind of negate that whole movie? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like I think his daughter.
I think it just kind of erases the collective memory of Spider-Man. That stuff still could have happened, just timeline-wise, it pushes everything forward. So, he could still hate Spider-Man, he just doesn't know why.
Okay.
I think you're going too deep into trying to figure out a timeline to, Well, yeah, he erased all the memory, but yeah, all that stuff still
I mean,
happens.
like,
It didn't reset
okay, yeah,
time. It just erased the memory of
okay,
Parker.
because I was thinking about like when they went to the party, him and Ned went to the party, and
Yeah.
it's like, does Ned not remember who he went to that party with?
I think so, because if we saw pictures afterwards, Parker wasn't in them.
True, true.
He was there, but now he's just gone. So
But then that's rewriting the
yeah, I
timeline
guess you're
because they
right. You know
never
what?
knew him.
I just countered my own point, I guess, on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that means he was never friends with them. So it's like
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. So it's like I don't know, man. It just that's my one beef with time travel shit is like, man,
Well,
there's so many
I
like
think we just won't have to worry about it because I don't think they'll acknowledge it. I think it would be too much for them to acknowledge like everything.
yeah.
So even if you take out scenes where he just has his mask off with the Avengers, now he just didn't have his mask off.
Yeah, true,
Like
true.
when Iron Man dies, he could just be like super sad because he knows him as Spider Man, and Spider Man's holding him, but he's got his mask
Iron Man dies?
on. I did. So I did see a really cool fan theory that Bruce doesn't remember, but the Hulk does. Because
And
Hulk wasn't around when the thing happened. Because they're two separate personalities. When Parker got erased,
yeah.
he
No,
was
no, no. That,
Bruce.
yeah.
So if he goes Rage Hulk, but then turns into normal Hulk, Hulk will remember who is Peter Parker.
And can't Bruce communicate with other Hulk in his head pretty much?
Yes,
Like he
they
can
do
hear
have.
him?
Yeah, they do. They do.
So is that why he's like, what'd you say your name was again? Because I wonder if Hulk is like, you know,
That's Peter Parker, dumbass.
that that Spider-Man
Yeah, yeah,
smash.
yeah. Spider-Man friend. Yeah. Because depending on what Hulk we get, like if he's not completely like stupid, he would remember who Peter Parker
I'd
is.
I'd love that.
Granted,
Also,
but I
I'd
think
rather not have.
Hulk
I'm
remember.
sorry, what?
I was just gonna say by the end of this movie,
No,
most of
no,
these
no.
people are gonna remember who he is, anyways.
Oh, you do feel like it's gonna be that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just honestly like I want to get a proper MJ.
I don't think
Just
we
like
ever will. I think this is MJ.
okay. Well, then why did they keep trying to hide it? Just be fucking upfront about it years ago.
Because I think they were trying to be coy with the fact that it wasn't like a redhead and shit. They were trying something different.
Yeah,
But like
sneaky.
this
Very,
is
very
MJ.
sneaky. Very,
Like
very sneaky.
they've called her MJ multiple times now. This is the MJ we're getting. And you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
They work. I just wish they would have used another character, but it's whatever.
Well, we still have to get a fucking Gwen Stacy arc. You know what I mean?
I don't think we need another chick tossed off a bridge. I think we're okay.
Well, I want Gwen Stacy. Unless they're gonna, that's how Doomsday is gonna happen, and we're gonna get, you know,
Yeah.
live action Gwen. Even though the voice actress for Gwen is the new Hawkeye, or
Yeah.
what's her name?
Haley Seinfeld.
Yeah, but I meant the character's name.
Oh, shit, I can't think of her name right now. Someone pointed out that
It's
the
okay.
Young Avengers are all now 30.
They're all the ages they should have, like they should be like the regular Avengers.
So like, there's no point in having a Young Avengers anymore because like they're all 30, and like
Yeah.
two of them are technically in different versions of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like the new Hawkeye is obviously going to be in the Avengers, and then I don't even know if Haley's in the movie, but like, whatever the fuck, Black Widow there, not Black Widow, is in the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Did they give her a code
And
name?
oh,
What the hell is her code name?
I don't I don't know. I thought that she has one in the comics. And I thought that's who she was supposed to be.
I can't remember.
Or is she White Widow?
I think she might be White Widow. Yeah. I don't remember. I mean, I get her
So
character's great. I just don't remember who the fuck she is.
Another reason why people are saying that Sadie Fink, what the fuck is her name? I just looked at
Sadie Sink.
Sink. Okay, I was right.
Sink.
Okay, Sadie Sink. A lot of people were saying that her character could very well be Jean Grey, just because she is confirmed to be back in Doomsday or in Secret Wars.
Oh, okay. That I did not know.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she'd be a good Jean Grey. But did you see the fans trying to say that Rogue was in the trailer?
I just went past that scene.
Just because some chick.
So I think it's a subtle nod to mutants because obviously, if this is Jean Grey, the whole Spider-Man mutating, yeah. So we see this tank go around the corner as he's still narrating. There's this scene where this girl is wearing a Jets shirt with the white hair and the red on the back, but that Jet shirt very much looks like one of Rogue's suits from the X-Men. And she's just on the bus chilling, listening to music when Spider-Man smashes into it.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I just hope that that's not her because I'm like, come on. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those people, but that's not Rogue. That's not my girl Rogue.
Obviously, that's not Rogue. It's a hint to Rogue. Obviously, it is not Rogue. I just think that's a very funny hint towards the mutants. Then we get this fantastic scene that is amazing fantasy 15 shot of Spider-Man with the dude swinging through the air. That it's so.
I was wondering
cool.
How you felt about those scenes.
And the three scenes coming up now are all homages to Spider-Man covers of characters. So we get the 15, we get the boomerang down there with Spidey swinging his web around. Very Ramada Jr. Ramada Jr. and McFarlane-esque web going in the air kind of thing. Looks fantastic. I caught Boomerang, and then
style for Spider-Man.
Yeah, his weapon was cool. And then we get the next shot, which is Tarantula kicking him, and it goes through the thing. Which, by the way, I didn't even realize this was Tarantula. When I first watched this. I didn't either
until someone said something. And but then, oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, and I was like, that's cool. Again, the suit looks fantastic. And then we see this shot of the hand in the prison with Spider-Man. He's all tied up. This has got to be the hand. It can't be Mr. Negative stuff because there's no negative aspect to them or anything like that, unless they change it. So we see this very cool shot of this guy with the knife jumping up in the air at him. His face, his eyes glow this red or black color, which is interesting.
Yeah, I have it freeze framed on it right now.
Yeah.
And it just looks fucking dope. I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
And then he makes the shield blocking with the webbing, which is very cool. Throws the guy back. And then this next scene is what I like to call the No Way Home. We clearly took someone out of the shot, but we're terrible at editing it. So there's clearly more people in the shot. Because you see Spider-Man, he's way ahead of everyone up in the air. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ninja dudes. And then there's a giant fucking gap underneath all
that. Did you see the circle where the circles where people add it more than one circle below? Mm-hmm. So they're saying that there might be 2 people?
Yeah. One, obviously, Daredevil. Because you cannot fight the hand. Not in it. Like, you can't fight the hand without Daredevil. Now I don't know if there's just those 2 jumping at them, because you can see the bottom 2 guys are looking straight. The top guy,
I was just about to say,
are looking up. But the other 3,
actually no,
3 of them at the bottom are looking straight.
So you've got the two right here in the front,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like the top front. They're looking at Spidey.
Yeah.
The guy with the sword is not making it to Spidey. He would need to be a
Yeah.
little higher up.
Now, someone pointed out that
So
that could be the guy from the other scene. They just moved into this scene.
Oh.
Because if his motion is
Very
exactly
well.
the same as the previous scene.
Maybe that's the only move he knows.
Yeah, he's just like, I know one move. It's jump with hands in air overhead with sword. Yeah, but clearly those three other guys, what are they doing?
Uh-huh. And I'm like, I wonder who else is in this scene. Unless it is just Daredevil, but regardless, I'm excited to see who it is.
I mean, because it wouldn't be Punisher, because Punisher's not stupid enough to just, well, okay, he might not be stupid enough to just jump out a window or whatever, right? But clearly Daredevil's got to be there.
Yeah.
But Hulk's too big to fit there. So someone's got to fit that. So it is just those two, maybe, but who knows? At least it wasn't someone getting kicked in the face this time. Because that was the most glaring thing in the last trailer, was the lizard was like sideways the other way. And it's like, who kicked him? The air? Airman. Yeah, clearly there's another person in this scene, and I can't wait to see who it is.
Same. I do know that there were rumors that like some of the stuff could be Mr. Negative, like earlier on in the trailer where it looks like mind control. But the people are like, that could just be Jean Grey.
Could be. But like, even if you advance the scene, those three guys are still looking forward, and that guy is still chopping his sword in the air.
Uh-huh.
And then the Spider-Man Brand New Day, which, based off a comic I absolutely hate. And then we get the little stinger at the end of the trailer of him going to talk to her.
Oh yeah, with the little joke.
Yeah,
quip.
Just a little friendly neighborhood thing. Haha, very funny. But yeah, that is the trailer, and it is so cool.
Oh, by the way, there is a scene in here where someone's like, "Who is that talking?"
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie, beginning of the trailer, it sounds like Keith David talking. I think it's Keith David.
And everyone's like, because what's so funny is, while watching it, it didn't even cross my mind, like, to even think, like, oh, Keith David. I was just like, okay, cool. You know, it just was normal to me. And then when they got to the black guy he's talking to in the trailer, I was like, oh, Keith David. I'm like, wow, why did they make him look so much younger? Because, like, it was quick when I saw it. That wasn't Tombstone. That wasn't Tombstone he was talking to, though.
No, but it could be Keith David voicing Tombstone.
No, Tombstone is being played by the guy who voices Tombstone in the cartoons.
So they say. I don't know.
No, they think there's a rumor that he's going to be the Lizard, or Dr. Whatever his name is, and that's who's scanning him. They're alluding to make it look like Bruce is doing it.
Oh, but it's actually Doc Connors. His Doc Connors?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Could be.
I like that. Although I really like Keith David as Tombstone.
That would be cool, but nah.
Just have Goliath as
Tombstone. Rondon? Oh my god.
That'd be cool. We get a new Lizard. And that's not even like you're jam-packing people in there, because if you're just using, like, I think the Boomerang and Tarantula thing, I think are just going to be quick fights.
Yeah.
And then the Scorpion might be a quick fight as well. To the real
might be a little
stuff.
montage at the beginning, like,
oh, I've been Spider-Man.
Start off like, so you probably wonder what I've been up to.
The whole let's replay this back again thing from Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, he was Tombstone in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, this movie looks dope, and I can't actually wait to see how much of this we get wrong. Because, like...
Same. I'm just all around just fucking stoked, man.
I'm just glad we finally got the fucking trailer. Apparently the leaked trailer, by the way, was pretty accurate. there was some stuff changed, but apparently, like, the trailer that leaked a while ago was this trailer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I never saw it, to be honest with
I
you.
was trying to actively not try to see it, so. Again, Marvel needs to fire who's in charge of their shit, because their shit just leaks constantly.
Yeah, but then sometimes I think they do it on purpose just for hype behind something.
Could be, could be. I do love that we are getting, like, all these characters. Like, there's all these characters in New York, so why wouldn't Spider-Man run across the Punisher or Daredevil?
Exactly, and that's what everybody's been like questioning, and that's what everybody's been talking about in all the other movies. You know what I mean? Where they're like, wait a minute, like why don't we ever see or hear about these people if they exist in that world? You
Mm-hmm.
know?
I think Punisher's gonna play a big part in this movie. Like, why would he be in the trailer if he wasn't?
Yeah.
So, someone said that Sadie Sink was gonna play, like, his sidekick character that they introduced earlier, but I'm like, there's no way that they use that big of an actress to be the side character for a Punisher character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just seems
Mm-hmm.
that's stupid casting to me.
What if Keith David? I keep wanting to say Keith Richards. What if Keith David is Professor X?
I think
What if? What if the person scanning him, he meets Jean Grey and finds out she's a mutant? It was like, hey, I know somebody who can help you, and brings him to the school.
I think that would be
too
obvious of a thing, because I think the timeline is supposed to introduce the X-Men just in the world. And it would be, I think it's very weird that the X-Men just existed and nobody knew.
Yeah.
It would be like, you'd have to retcon everything and just have the mutants be, like, helping during various things, but not really there type of shit.
Yeah.
Because given what we know about various X-Men, there's no way that they were just all like, yeah, we're not going to do anything during all these catastrophic events that happened.
Yeah, unless the whole thing where Professor X just kind of, has been blocking everyone's minds.
I mean, he is kind of a dick lately in the comics, so he could very well have done that. But that's a lot of power.
I would rather
younger.
I'd rather younger X-Men come in, like they haven't been the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I think that's what Sadie Sink's doing. I'm 98% positive she's Jean Grey.
I also love how Mark Ruffalo is on the cast for Brand New Day, but it doesn't have a character name under there for him. And I'm like, we all know he's Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
you can just put Bruce Banner.
Weird. That's all these people trying to figure out why he's not the Hulk and what the thing on his hand is for it. I was like, you guys clearly didn't watch any media that isn't the movies.
That's what someone said. Someone's like, clearly no one watched the Hulk or She-Hulk.
Yeah, no, clearly nobody watched She-Hulk. I'm like, I did. It was good. I'm sad she's not in stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a bit of a bummer.
I'm excited that we got I'm just, oh man, we got Punisher in movies now. We got Daredevil's coming. It's cool to see all these characters interact, man.
They're giving people what they want. I'm so tired of the whole like, oh, nobody wants to see them in their super suit. I'm like, no, give us the fucking super suits.
Yeah, exactly. Where is your super suits? Yeah, we want the suits.
Exactly.
We like the suits. Give them the yellow spandex. We don't care. I understand why the 2000s did it. They were wearing the Grant Morrison suits. But yeah, we want the suits. Clearly, we've seen most of the suits. They are awesome.
Yep.
Like, yeah, change them subtly so they fit the this stuff to make them less hokey, but,
Yeah.
We could be getting Cyclops in his suit with the X-Men in Doomsday, which I think is so cool. have the fucking strap on and shit. Let's go. That's
Dude,
cool.
what's annoying though is that we got to see them all in their actual suits at the end of Dark Phoenix. And then that was the last time. But I'm like, why did y'all wait this long? Come on.
We got to see Psylocke in her suit and everything. That was cool. And then just was like, they're terrible. That movie's bleh, garbage.
I don't even really remember too much of it, to be honest with you.
How do you fuck up the Phoenix Saga twice?
I don't know, third time's a charm, I guess.
They're gonna do it again. I'm very, very intrigued about the X-Men. Like, what is the story, and how do you adapt that, and what are you doing with it? We've already had so many X-Men stories. That Fox tried. Like, what is the plan? Like, and you're keeping Wolverine? Like, what is the...
I don't know, because isn't there 2 Wolverines that exist? So, like, this one's kind of like...
Right now, they're in the comics, yes. Technically, there's 2. There's Wolverine, and then there's Old Man Logan. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which I really hope they aim
who's
for
now
that.
Wolverine?
Yeah. Sometimes Marvel is really lazy with names. Which is why we have 2 Hawkeyes, 2 Wolverines, and 2 Spider-Mans.
Like, I'm looking at this from the Dark Phoenix. I'm looking,
Which, like, I guess they wear different suits, so I guess it doesn't matter. Like, they know... Because they know them, right? They know who Peter Parker is at this point. They know who Miles is in the superhero community. So, like, when they see Miles in his suit, they're just like, oh, it's Spider-Man, but, like, we know it's Miles. It's not like they're wearing the same suit and they gotta guess who's who, right?
Yeah.
You know, you only got your racist people who are like, that's not Spider-Man. That's Miles. I'm like, no, it's Spider-Man.
I love how this guy's raging, because I looked up the costumes to make sure I was remembering correctly. Somebody's just like still fucking livid over the change from the best damn costumes of superhero movies to this shit. And it's the costumes they wore in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, at the end of the one movie, they had all the suits.
Yeah, but then in the next movie, they were wearing like the navy blue with the X up here at the top.
Yeah.
Like the classic.
They're stupid. I don't know. They're dumb, man. Fox is stupid. This is why they no longer have the X-Men. I mean, for various other reasons as well, but mainly that.
Yup.
I'm just glad we're moving along with heroes and we can get stuff. You know what? As bad as it is, I want the Clone Saga. I want them to have Tom Holland playing Scarlet Spider and Spider-Man.
That'd be awesome, but you know what'd be even funnier if they did? If they did one of 2 things. You ready? They just cast Timothée Chalamet as either Harry or as the Tom Holland clone, just to kind of differentiate them, but also because of like, wasn't there like some like weird small beef between them recently or something? So. I saw involving Zendaya.
I think so, but dude, that'd be so cool. We get a live action Scarlet Spider. How dope would that suit look on live action, man? And I'm not like you can adapt that easily. There's easy ways to do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
Marvel only did it for so long
because do it right.
Yeah, Marvel only did it so long because it was popular. Like you make one movie out of it, boom, Clone Saga. That'd be so dope.
I guess we just gotta wait for Secret Wars the end to see what they do, see who they keep, who they recast, you know, who's gonna be what, who's dead, who's not coming back. You know.
I think the only people they are keeping is the young ones and maybe Winter Soldier. Maybe. But I think like your Cap, your Thor, and your Iron Man are all gonna get reset and just being like I said before, they're gonna reset it. But they're just going to cast new people, and I think we're not going to know who those people are in the movie, but at the end, they're just going to walk out, and it's like, here's the Avengers, it's the big three, but these are just who they are now.
Yeah. It's still Steve Rogers. It's just, he looks different.
Yeah, but nobody acknowledges it. That's just the Steve Rogers they have always had.
Yeah.
So, like, Spider-Man sees it, he's like, that's Steve. I know that's Steve Rogers. That's Captain America. So then they can
that would be
go
a cool
on
way, like,
to make new stuff and just have their cake and eat it too.
Like the movies end, and then everything's all happy. You're like, oh shit, the world's reset, and you just see, you'll see like Peter, and maybe like you're like, oh fuck, Miles is there too, and Gwen Stacy. Like they pulled them over from the Spider-Verse movies.
I love that you
and
just
then
your
like
main beef with all these movies is like you just want Gwen Stacy.
Well, look, come on, man.
Look, Gwen Stacy has 2 jobs now. She has 2 jobs. To die from a building and to be Spider-Gwen.
Yep. I want her to be Spider-Gwen.
Well, you should probably preference that, because it looks like you just want Gwen Stacy so she can smash her head off and shit.
Oh, no, I want Spider-Gwen. That's what I mean by this whole thing. I just want to lead up to that. Anyway, what if at Secret Wars it ends and we still follow Spider-Man around?
There's a cool montage, and it just shows all the characters doing stuff. But, like, teaming up.
That or like, it ends and it shows him going to, like, Avengers Tower or Avengers, the fucking building or whatever. And he goes in, hey, Steve wants to talk to you. And he walks in, and we see the new Steve. And then it cuts. Or we see what all the new, like you just said, maybe they team up and we see who all the new Avengers are.
So it's kind of like, bear with me on this, because I'm going to reference a terrible, stupid movie. The Flash. It's George Clooney is Batman in that universe now, right? And no one acknowledges it.
Yeah.
But The Flash. But just, so ignore that part. But, like, he just rolls up. He's like, Cap wants to talk to you. You see the new Cap. He's got his shield. And Spider-Man's like, what's up? And he points to a screen, and he's like, who's that? And it's Spider-Gwen. Or Ghost Spider. Yeah. That's her code name. But they don't know it yet. And he's like, I don't know. And then it's like, that's the credits. But I kind of want them to do, like... Did you see the end of X-Men Evolution?
No.
There's this... So, the end of X-Men Evolution, there's this really cool thing where Xavier sees into the future. And he's given this monologue about, like, continuing on, and, like, we have friends and old friends and blah, blah, blah and stuff. But what it's doing is showing potential of what could happen. And it just shows the X-Men in various states of, like, stuff. And I kind of want them to do that, but with just the characters. So, like, you see a montage of, like, Spider-Man teams up with somebody, like the Fantastic Four. There's a scene of them just jumping into action. There's a scene of Punisher and Captain America going into action. There's a scene of, like, Iron Man and whoever the fuck going into action.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a voiceover on it, but, like, just showing that type of thing, like the universe resets and it's just people doing shit. I think would be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool.
And it shows, like, the status quo is still there, and all these characters, like, interact and go around with each other, and, like, they're there because that's what's going to happen afterwards. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and whoever else are all in the same universe now. It's all reset. It's all status quo, but, like, here they are. Or, like,
yeah.
See, you could have this is how you could end the thing if you want to use Spider-Man as your catalyst to what the end of Avengers is going to be. Have him get a call to come to Avengers Tower, and in Avengers Tower you have Cap, Iron Man, and Thor, and Hawkeye. Your new Hawkeye, all the new ones, but they're still the characters that we know from before. And he hands Spider-Man a card, and he's like, welcome to the Avengers.
That'd be pretty dope.
Because he was never officially in the Avengers. He was just there.
Yeah,
So the movie could end
that's true.
with, like, you're part of the Avengers, but them showing the new Avengers of who's in it, I think would be cool. And then just have a new Wolverine
That would be
standing
pretty
there.
sick.
Because Wolverine's
really
been in the new
interested
Avengers for a while now. Have Luke Cage standing there with them. Just get a bunch of random Avengers that you're going to cast at some point. Just have them all there. Have the new Wonder Man standing there. Have everybody there. Hulk. Because I think they're probably going to reset Hulk too.
That'd be cool. Did you see that What's His Face is coming back?
Who?
As Hulk.
Oh, is he?
Homeboy who originally played him.
Norton?
Yeah, so I was talking about him coming back for Doomsday, but I'm like, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, isn't
he's the same character?
The same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Through Marvel shenanigans, which I do not understand, the Incredible Hulk is canon to the MCU. Because somebody sneezed. I don't understand how that movie's canonically connected, but it is. And we see it through the what if stories. I said canonically without fucking it up, so that makes me happy. You know my favorite thing about trailer breakdowns? Is that we just did it for almost an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking
2 minute
myself.
and 40
like,
trailer. We just
for an hour.
Yeah, for connecting Spider-Man to various things. Yeah,
I mean, like that's good. It sparks up debate.
It does.
Sparks up conversations.
It does. It's like I think it's gonna sunset all the other universes. Your Fox universe and all these other ones.
Yeah.
And I know there's more stuff we haven't seen. Obviously, the cast is huge. So I think we're gonna see some of the old Fantastic Four as well. And then just give them their love letter off, send everybody off, and then the movie ends with them setting the status quo of what the new Avengers stuff is going to be. And I think that's really cool. And I hope that's what they do.
Yeah, I also just hope they kind of take it slow. Or like, really think about what they're doing rather than just like, oh, people want this, let's churn it out constantly, and then it.
Because I can't think you can't have not do another Avengers movie. You can't not do. I don't know if we'll necessarily get Thor by themselves, Cap by themselves, or Iron Man anymore by themselves, depending on who you cast. But I think you can very much use them in the Avengers or in various scenes and shit like that in different properties.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I would also like to see Spider-Gwen and Miles in live action. I think that would be so cool. I'd love a live action 2099.
Oh my god, that'd be so dope. I would fucking love that so much.
Because, like, I know for a fact, because I'm pretty sure they stated it somewhere, that's 2099 we see in Across the Universe is not the actual 2099.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's not going to be the main one, so I'm very much because I hate him.
Me too. I'm wondering if I'm like, is this some kind of rogue Peter dressed as him or something?
Could be. What if it's Kane?
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. Like, actually acknowledge his existence.
Yeah, they kind of acknowledged Scarlet Spider in the douchiest way possible, but it was really funny.
It was really funny.
So, but yeah, at the end of the movie,
I mean, he's a part of the team in the next one.
It's not Miguel, it's Kane, which I think would be really cool.
That would be really cool. That would be.
So who knows? Who knows? Well, yeah, that was our breakdown and thoughts of Spider-Man and Marvel going forward. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
We also got some cool news that Firefly is coming back as an animated series. which I'm all
Is it going to
for.
be like like a direct continuation, right?
Of Firefly. Serenity is still the ending.
Oh, okay. So
That's what they're
is
doing.
Serenity like a time jump?
So it's going to take place between Firefly and Serenity.
How far after when Firefly ends does Serenity take
I'm
place?
not sure. I haven't watched Serenity in
Okay.
a long time because various things in that movie piss me off.
Okay.
But they got everyone on board, except for Ron, obviously, because he passed away. Uh, but they're gonna have someone else play him. He's still gonna be in the thing
Okay.
because obviously he's
Well, that's
would be there.
exciting. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Firefly. People are like, "Oh, it doesn't have Whedon, so it's not gonna be as good." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "You can replicate Whedon's dialogue without needing Josh Whedon." And he gave his approval to do it. So I guess he did one decent
Yeah.
thing in the last little bit of not being a douchebag. So thanks,
True.
Whedon. Piece of shit.
Yeah. Thanks, Weenie.
Yeah. Oh man, the fact that someone who's created so many cool things that I like is just a giant douche nozzle pisses me off. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. I'm just excited that we get more Firefly. I hope the animation's good. We saw like a concept art of the characters, and they look just like the characters. We get like it's. This is gonna sound bad. It's so easy now to make an animated series because you technically don't need them all in the same place to do it. You can
Yeah,
record
that's true.
from wherever the hell and send it in, and they can still make it work.
Yeah.
And like the caliber of people in this show can obviously do this. And it'll now let them do bigger things because it will be animated. Someone's like, why don't they just do a continuation of the live action? And that's like, because they're all old. No offense to them. They're old. It's been forever since the show ended. You really, like, I know that Nathan Fillion's doing the rookie right now, but, like, you really see him running around in Fast Firefly? Like,
Yeah. It would also be pretty jarring to, oh, this is set in between like this and Serenity, and then
he looks
you watch
105.
that series and then you watch Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah, then everyone looks so much younger, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I want it though. I'm so excited for it. Like I love Firefly. It's one of the best shows that Fox fucked up. And to get it
Yeah.
back now
Well,
this way
like I
is
said, I'm excited for you.
yeah. You know what it gives me hope for? Smallville the animated series. Cuz I know Michael Rosenberg and
That would be cool.
Tom Welling have been shipping that around for a while. So now if they see Firefly successful, maybe they can get Smallville off the ground and going, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
So that would be cool to see the continuation of that. And then just like, yeah, again, grab them and do an animated series. So we got that back, but we lost Buffy. We lost the continuation of Buffy. Now, I am sad about that because I love Buffy. It's one of my favorite series. But from everything I've seen since this, apparently it wasn't good.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing as well. So
Apparently
maybe
it
kind of dodged the
skewed
bullet
too
there.
young, and Buffy was in like a teaser at the end. So there's that, which I think is kind of stupid. So if they were like setting up the show and then have Buffy at the end, it's kind of dumb. I was all for this. I would love a continuation of Buffy where she is not the main character. She's mentoring a new Slayer to be the Slayer while still kind of being actively involved. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But it was not meant to be.
And And with the passing of Xander, literally like 3 days after, um,
That's
that would be.
yeah.
He's got his twin brother, so it's like you just get him to fill in the part if he wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very tragic. It sucks that he passed. Um, yeah, he was Xander. Like he was there for the longest. He's the longest running character other than Buffy. Like I think he was in every episode. Um, but yeah, it sucks he passed. But yeah, how do you?
Yeah,
But again, like it's one of those things of how do you successfully do a continuation? It's not just hey, I'm random character showing up because I was there originally. And how do you honor that character and legacy without just being like, I'm showing up for 5 minutes and then leaving?
yeah.
I
I don't. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I wanted the continuation of Buffy. I like the idea of her continuing on, but from what I've heard, it just sounded bad. And like people are making Hulu out to be the villain, but from what I've read, I'm like they were kind of right to pass on it. Like it's skewed too young.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the show. Like, what is the point of doing that if you're not gonna have the titular character do any sort of thing? And like that was the whole. I'm trying to think of like what a successful continuation of was like, and I'm like Batman Beyond.
How would you even call it Buffy though?
The whole news what they called it. It just like internally, I guess it was just Buffy the continuation or whatever, right? Could have called it the
Oh, I thought they had a
vampires.
name. I thought it was like.
I don't know if it had a
Oh,
name. I could
okay.
be
I
wrong
thought it
though.
was called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or Sunnydale something. I don't know,
That's too long of
or
a title. First of
Summerdale,
all,
whatever the fuck.
that
Ah,
I'm gonna go on a tangent in a minute about something that really annoys me. But like the only I'm trying to think of all the continuation shows of all the main characters in them, right? So it's not like this new thing. Like Malcolm in the Middle is coming back in a few weeks, but it's just one season of them coming back to see where they are. You know?
I think that it might be a thing to like test the waters. Be like, if people want this, then we'll do it. But if not, it's like, hey, we ended it here.
Well, look at like that 70s show did that 90s show where they did it and people were enjoying it for the most
That
part.
was just bad writing.
Oh yeah,
That was
100%. It
bad
was bad
writing.
writing, but like it shows that people have the interest if the writing is good. But I think you have to. I
Yeah,
think it depends on the show and what you're doing. Like they
yeah,
brought
yeah.
back Boy
You're
Meets
right.
World with Girl Meets World, but it was terrible because they did Disneyized it. Like the whole point of Boy Meets World was like it was this TGIF like teachable moment show of like after schooly special shit. But if you bring back the sequel series and
Yeah,
Disneyize the shit out of it, it's not good and people aren't gonna watch it. That's why it only lasted as long as it
it's too
did.
watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you, and that's the thing is like '90s shows were definitely a lot different, just because they uh yeah, they didn't water things down or be like, oh, we can't say that. It's like, no, they took real issues and was like, all right, hey, this is how it is.
Yeah.
Everyone felt real. They didn't feel like they lived in this, you know, oh, everything's perfect. All my problems that we're trying to get you to relate to are very minuscule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like yeah, they do dumb it down a lot of it. So now speaking of shows that are doing a continuation, the Friday the 13th series that's coming out is a prequel to the movies. And I'm just like, why? What is the point of this? Who is this for? Why do people care? Like, what are you going to show? That she killed the kids in the original movie because she had a breakdown because the other kids didn't watch her son.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what?
how long was this after
The initial killing of, like, her son
Jason
died.
died?
Like, what the hell is the point of this?
Yeah,
And like,
that
are they
that's
gonna
that's
kill?
my
Like, is
question right
she
there. I'm
is
like,
she
so is this a
testing the
reboot?
water
Or
of
they're like,
killing
no, it's a
people?
prequel.
Like, is she gonna like try to kill people and it doesn't work? Like, it just I don't understand the point of this TV show. It just reeks of
Yeah, and
stupidity.
also this TV show isn't the hockey mask Jason Voorhees. This is the other one.
Wait, Jason's in the show?
Because remember with the bat with the rights and shit?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So the way it happened was Sean Cunningham got the rights to Jason Voorhees with the hockey mask,
Yeah.
but doesn't have rights to anything about his mom or anything like that. But the other guy has rights to Jason Voorhees, the character who drowned, and I believe the character, the one with the sack on his head. I think I could be wrong with that part,
Now, but
but
correct me
and
if I'm
also
wrong
Jason's
now.
mom.
Now that
And the
Paramount
story of the
owns
first movie.
Warner Brothers, all that falls under the same roof.
So, and that's the other thing I was about to get to was I saw something the other day that Sean Cunningham said that him and the other guy worked things out or some shit like that. And I wonder if it's like, oh fuck, well now we're all under the same roof now.
That's
So
that's what I read. That Paramount
maybe,
now that Paramount and Warner Brothers are under the same thing, all of the rights fall under the same purview.
so yeah, so now maybe they're like, okay, well our new Jason universe is gonna be connected to this TV show. And at this point, I'm like, okay, well then just kind of reboot it, I
But
guess.
that doesn't
and
make any
give
fucking.
us some
But
good
it's
Jason
still
shit.
like it's a prequel to the original movie. So like, what is the point of?
Yeah, I don't.
What is
I
the,
don't
the
know,
point
man.
of this? I don't like. Are they building the camp? Like, we're just gonna watch them like brainstorming ideas for the camp?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see something.
Because that was my understanding of this, was that it's a prequel to the original movie, which is just fucking asinine.
Yeah. Let's see.
Granted, I could be wrong,
Jason.
because isn't it just called Crystal Lake?
Yeah, it's called Crystal Lake. It's being put on by A24. So let's see.
Yeah, that's the company that owns the rights to the original Jason shit and the mom and all that shit.
Yeah, let's see. When does
while you're looking this up, that
the
reminds me
13th
of
take
like
place?
when WB was fighting with the Schultz kids about Superman and what they could use and what rights they couldn't, and like they almost lost like
Oh yeah,
Kryptonite,
yeah.
the Fortress of Solitude, like all that shit. Like Superman would have been like half of what he was. Because, as we've pointed out many times, Marvel and DC have fucked these creators left and right when it comes to paying them.
Okay. So Jason died in 1959,
Uh-huh.
and the first Friday the 13th takes place June 1979. So that's 20 years.
Uh-huh.
So, and I was under the impression that she had been killing people. That was her first time killing people.
Yeah.
But is this implying she's been doing this for 20 years?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, why hasn't anyone ever brought up, hey, Crystal Lake, anytime anyone goes there, people die?
Yeah,
I
there's
thought
no
that was the first
reference in
instance
the
of it.
original Jason to anybody being murdered around Camp Crystal Lake, as far as I know, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
This show is just asinine. So for, you said 20 years? So what, they're just... When does the show take place?
That's what I'm looking up now.
Does it have a timeline? Because this is fucking stupid. This is just asinine.
Yeah. While films 2 through 4 occur in rapid succession, the continuity becomes notoriously disjointed later due to large, undefined time jumps and conflicting characters. Okay, when does the new show?
Oh, I don't... Yeah, the movie timeline is just... It's almost as fucked as the X-Men timeline, but not as much.
Peacock's Crystal Lake series, expected to premiere in 2026, is a prequel to the original Friday the 13th films that explore the Voorhees family's dark origins, while focusing on Pamela Voorhees' backstory leading up to the camp's notorious events. The show is primarily set in the 1970s, featuring a young Jason Voorhees and his mother. What? But he drowned in the 50s, right? That's what it said.
So unless are they time jumping back and forth?
Probably maybe showing like, in flashbacks him as a kid.
Yeah, limited in the use of Jason.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, because they only have the rights to Kid Jason, maybe? I
oh,
don't know,
because
man.
oh my god, are they going to use some of the shit introduced in Jason Goes to Hell? Because that
I
introduced the
don't know.
whole lineage of the Voorhees family, right?
Yeah, because I know in the comics, like his dad was like abusive, right? His dad was some asshole.
Yeah, and then like the darkness that is the Voorhees thing, and then like Jason's this entity that affects the Voorhees,
Yeah,
and
and
that's
one of
why
them
you
eats a
see,
heart or something. I don't know.
yeah,
One of
he
them
eats
someone
a
eats a
heart and he
fucking heart.
becomes part Jason, and then the like goes into the mom, and it's stupid and awkward. Of all things to reference and make up move things for, you're going to do Jason Goes to Hell. Arguably,
I
like
also want to know.
one of the stupidest entries in the Friday the 13th series. The fact that it's called Jason Goes to Hell and not Friday the 13th should just tell you how much this
Yeah.
movie is not that good.
Also, why don't they just reboot it in modern times? Why is like, oh, let's go back and set this in the same timeline? Stop with that shit. It didn't work with Halloween 2018. It's not going to work now.
No.
Just reboot it. Make it that fucking Jason died in the 80s, so where it makes sense
Do the
that there
sliding.
were still
Like,
people
why is
going
The
to camp
Simpsons the
like
only one
that.
that have figured out a sliding scale? I mean, comics have. But,
I don't
like,
get
in
it.
terms of relative media,
Yeah.
like, The Simpsons just do a sliding scale.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just mean like it makes sense though, because it's like, okay, Jason dies in the 80s because uh yeah, Jason dies in the 80s because that's right around the last time kids were still going to camp around then.
But the
So he
problem
could have
is like
died there.
they've already done so
And then
much
you
with
jump.
Friday the 13th. Like they've even because like even if you were like, oh, they're opening a new camp, but they've already done that. They opened a new camp
Yeah.
on Camp Crystal Lake and called it something else.
I just want more Jason in a hockey mask killing people. I like
What?
the snow idea.
See,
Could you
that's
imagine him standing in the snow and you see the fucking
it's
mask
a
with the
fucking
breath
winter
coming
camp.
out
It's
and
a
then
winter
blood
camp instead
dripping?
of a summer camp.
Well, it's Crystal Lake, but it's set during the winter. And like my theory, because I was trying to figure out like how would you get kids there, but I'm wondering if it's like the classic. Oh, hey, let's tell our parents we're all going up on a ski trip, but we're gonna go down to Crystal Lake and you know, fuck and do drugs and shit.
And then
And
you could still have the
they
flashbacks
don't
of
know
like
about
Pamela
Jason.
Voorhees and shit. I was,
Oh no, I was just saying like a future fucking reboot of like a future
but I'm saying if
movie of
they still want to
Jason
do
because
a
the
TV show, just have like each kid like die during an episode or whatever.
yeah, I
Because
guess
like
yeah.
if you
I
can,
don't
you
know. I
can.
don't know what they're
They
doing. I
make
guess we're gonna have to wait and
like they
see.
made Scream work for 2 seasons as a TV show. It's really good. Did you watch it? The first 2 seasons of Scream.
No,
Yeah,
I
there's
had
3 seasons. The
saw the
first two are
mask.
great. The third one is terrible, but the first two are fantastic.
I
If
heard the
you
third one
can,
just reboots
it
everything.
does, it does. So it's not that good. But like, yeah, you can make it work. You just have to be talented. I think a cool thing
Yeah,
would be if you want to do the stuff of setting up Pam and the kid and the stuff, have it be flashbacks. Like you could even do one episode where one episode is the entire flashback leading up to his death or whatever, and then her grief afterwards or whatever is what sets her on that spiral. Have him die in the finale or something, and then the future one
yeah,
is like him killing people, like stalking a camp or whatever. Have it kind of
yeah.
be like
Like I said, I don't know. I guess
where no one's gone to Camp Crystal Lake in a while, so there hasn't been killings, and this other idiot's like, you know what? We haven't had a killing here in a while. Let's open the camp back up.
It's because no one's been there, jackass.
Yeah, where he's like, he thinks it's, but I'm pretty sure they've already done that too. So like, but you know, I don't know. It just seems very stupid to me. But I'll watch it because you know I can rag on it. Like you said, it's content.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta be. Horror movies have evolved. Not that I've watched any of them, but I know they evolved. I'm gonna say something controversial to you, and I want to get your reaction to it. I'm kind of down for the new Pinocchio movie.
No. So you mean for the Pooniverse?
Yeah, I'm ignoring all of that and pretending it doesn't exist. But I'm kind of down for this new Pinocchio. As much as I've shit on it, the whole thing. Yeah, that's my thing. The trailer makes this look really cool. And I never thought about this, but I kind of like the idea that, like, to be a real boy, he's just cutting people up to get their skin. And their organs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with this. And, like, Jiminy Cricket's not his conscience. He's just this little demon like going, do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I watched that trailer and I was like, fuck, I'm kind of into this.
I like that the trailers just keep getting better and better for these movies. And I'm like, okay, you got me. You got me.
Like, Winnie the Pooh's stupid. I'm never going to watch that. I'll never watch its sequel. The Peter Pan one was just a dude killing people. Like, kids killing kids. And I was just like, whatever. But this Pinocchio one, I'm kind of for it. It kind of looks interesting.
Yeah.
I like the concept. I've never thought of the concept of it before.
Well, there's also the Bambi one.
Which is just stupid. It's just Bambi eating people.
Bambi's just rampaging.
Yeah, it's like Cocaine Bear. It's just...
Yeah.
But yeah, I do kind of like this idea of Pinocchio just, like, he befriends this kid and then realizes to be a real boy, that's how he's going to do it. My whole thing is just, I'm afraid it's going to be too gory. For the sake of being, like, shock value horror.
It very well might be.
And I hate that. I hate horror, shock value horror for the sake of being scary. It's not scary, it's just stupid to me. Like, you can be a horror movie without being graphically nasty about it. They've proven that time and time again with various movies. Like,
yeah, there's a line. There's a fine line, just depending on if you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
With this, I'm gonna watch it. And whenever it does come out, you can hear me talk about it on the Nightmare Signal podcast.
Yeah.
Just saying, just throw that out there. Anybody listening?
Yeah, go over there. Give his podcast some love, guys. He's doing a good job over there. But yeah, like I just, it's interesting. I was like, damn it, why was that so intriguing to me over anything else they've done? Where I'm just like, it's stupid as a concept, but this is just very interesting to me. And I was kind of mad at myself because I've shit like all over these people of they're just banking on these names, right? They're like, oh, Winnie the Pooh is a murder guy, and oh, here's Piglet in the second one. And you're like, and Tigger's here, and I'm like, that's just dumb. You're banking on the name because these are technically Disney properties that are, like, beloved. So you're like, oh, now he's a murderous dude in a mask. Like the Pigman from Batman.
Yeah.
Who arguably is a way better character. And, like, Bambi. But, like, Pinocchio as a concept, it very much reeks of, not reeks, it very much is, like, the true essence of what fairy tales were. Like the grim ones.
It kind of takes that and runs with it. Like, give us like a good Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, it's like because like when you look at real fairy tales, they're not the beloved things that people think they are.
Oh yeah,
from the Grimms.
Fucked.
Yeah, makes me want to watch that Grimm show. I
Mm,
never finished watching it or got too deep into it.
I had an interest in it, but I never got around to watching it.
Yeah, I'll add it to my list of things to watch at some point, which I'm getting down. I finished Cyberpunk basically. I got to one of the end credit scenes. I was gonna go back and like replay the mission to do the other credit scenes to make different choices, and then I just decided, fuck it, I'm not doing that. So
Oh
I
damn.
basically I finished pretty much all the main quest lines and a bunch of the side stuff and finished the main story. So I'm like, all right, I think I can sunset Cyberpunk for now until if I want to go play the DLC at some point. But now I've moved on to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I've been playing that the last couple week or so, and it's great.
Ooh.
So I'm on my list of things I need to do and finish. It's on its way until I can't do it anymore for reasons. But yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, reasons.
Reasons, many reasons. I mean, I'll probably end up finishing it because I have to, but reasons. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for us today on the Talking Bull podcast. We brought you the news. We had some great talks, and it's been fun. So thanks once again for joining me, sir. As always, it's been a pleasure.
No problem, dude. Thank you for being patient with me.
Of course, man. And don't forget, guys, be sure to check out the Nightmare Signal over on, I almost said YouTube, over on Spotify and wherever else you get your podcast. Things go like, follow, and subscribe to that. And please, while you're there, go like, subscribe, and follow this podcast as well. We hit a milestone the other day of people downloading and liking this podcast, so I appreciate you guys for that. It's also up on YouTube in audio form, so if that's your fancy, you can go check that out over there, as well as any other media that I've uploaded over there. There's several Let's Plays and about 300 other versions of this podcast if you want to get some old stuff. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Bye.